Okay, so today we're starting our adventure. We are outside of Hocking Hills, and before we even really got to our first destination, we saw what looked to be a waterfall that was like literally right off the road. It's like we pulled off, and there's like this little canyon that you can walk back in between back here, and this waterfall is totally frozen. Really, really cool, pretty area back here. It gives me promise for what we're going to see today on our hike. So very close to where we pulled off, right around the corner, pretty much where the frozen waterfall is, there's this great big cliff wall that's, I mean, this is like steps off of from where we're parked. You can see there's like a big recessed cave right here. No arches that I can see, but the area is super cool. Definitely worth exploring, and there's like a little trail. Other people have clearly been here. I don't know if they've camped here before or what, but definitely worth taking a few minutes to check it out. So up on this cliff wall that we're on, Jeannie looked up inside this like cave entrance, and there what appears to be a pillar arch right here. This wall that is like right here is probably about, I don't know, probably about 12 feet high or so, and there's no way to get to the top of it, but I would fathom a guess that that's probably 3 feet across, and it does go all the way through. So I think we have found our first arch of the day. I don't know that it even has a name. Hey everybody.
Good morning.
So today we are starting a new adventure. We are just outside of Hocking Hills, and as you can see from our other couple of clips, it's like we started having an adventure before we even got to the spot that we were trying to get to. But we are in a lesser known nature preserve called Ramblewood, and already based on the area that we've seen, it's like I'll just kind of pan around so that you can see. I mean, this area is looking very promising, so we're looking forward to what our hike is going to find. We're not sure like what all features are here, and on this one we're kind of flying blind. We don't have
coordinates, we have nothing.
Yeah, so we're just gonna poke around, see what we see. Hopefully we'll find some cool stuff, but we'll show you what we find. So I'll bet that we even haven't been on the trail. If we've been a quarter mile from where we parked, I'd say that's probably a pretty good estimate. And we've already come across our second arch of the day. And I don't even know that it has a name, but the trail it's pretty worn. So clearly people know about this area. Arch right here, nice little pillar arch right here along the trail. And that one is more than big enough. So we have our second arch of the day. So we came just around the corner from where the arch was, and there's a pretty good sized cave. We cannot read this sign. The lettering on it is pretty worn, but this cave is pretty big. I mean, it's like the ceiling of it is probably about maybe 4 feet. I mean, we can.
Here's the end.
We can kind of duck walk through it, but yeah, Jeannie just found the end of it. But you know, just coming back in here.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, we'll show you like what it looks like from the front. And this is just a random cave along the trail. Pretty cool. So the trail kind of goes right along this creek bed. And I believe this is the east branch of the Queer Creek. But as you can see from the sunlight shining on the water is super clear. I mean, you can see the moss underneath the water. And I'm pretty sure I just heard either a frog or a fish jump out of the water just a second ago. So it's pretty beautiful. It's awesome to see. So we saw a sign. We came around the trail, and this is called Triple Falls. But as you can see, Triple Falls is pretty well frozen. Frozen there, frozen in the middle section. There's a small trickle down below, but other than that, not too much, but still pretty amazing. I definitely want to come back here in the springtime when this thing is flowing, because this is absolutely stunning.
So, when we got to that waterfall, I climbed up because, you know, that's what I do. And look what I found up in here. It's some kind of an arch. I think it's like a little pillar arch, but it's definitely big enough. It's got a little tiny pillar going on there, which is really cool. But look at this. Look where I'm at. Like, this is so cool. I'll show you where I'm at. This is the top of it. Like, I'm behind it. And right up there, right there is another arch. That is, I don't even know what these things are called, but it is pretty dang cool. Look at that. That is definitely an arch. There's no way of getting up there, but yeah, this is cool. This place is so cool, and we're not even a half mile down the trail. I mean, it's perfect. I will show you again where I'm at. Just don't want to fall. Just a second. There's the top of it, of the falls. I'm at the top of the falls, and there's the other three. Really cool. Really cool.
You know, it just wouldn't be a hiking experience if Jeannie didn't find some rocks to climb on. And boy, she found like the coolest one ever to climb on here. Found 2 arches and inside where the area where the frozen waterfall is. Absolutely awesome. one last look at Triple Falls. So just literally just a few steps off the trail, we saw like another ravine area, and we looked back and we found yet another frozen waterfall. I mean, right now it's like low 50s and there's like a little bit of trickle, but so far every waterfall that we've come across today has been frozen up, nothing but icicles. Still makes for some really awesome pictures. Really beautiful, but man, I can't wait to come back here in the spring when the waterfalls are flowing. Pretty neat area. We've just come to our fourth waterfall of the day. This is called Hidden Falls. And it'd be pretty awesome if there was any kind of flow, but much like all the other ones so far, they're all frozen. But still, it's really pretty to see. It almost looks like it comes over like the mouth of this cave down below. So it's pretty neat, regardless. I'm most certainly coming back here in the springtime because I want to be underneath this waterfall when it's flowing and inside the mouth of that cave. Pretty cool. So right next to Hidden Falls, there's this huge rock shelter, and it has a distinct arch shape, almost like it would be like an alcove arch, but we checked along the line and we don't see any kind of light opening yet. So as of today, it's not an arch, but you never know, someday that could change. So we've now come up to our next frozen waterfall and saw a sign for this one. This one is called Back Falls. We're going to try to get up a little bit closer to it and show you what we see. This is one last look at the frozen Back Falls. So this is looking on the outside of the arch that we just found. So the trail for Ramblewood, it kind of comes to a stop at Back Falls. But we kind of saw like where there's another path that kind of kept venturing off further into the woods. And it kind of looks like an old ATV trail. Clearly hasn't been used for a minute, but it's pretty well formed. So we just started hiking back to see what we could find. And man, it wasn't too long when we walked back here, we saw this face in the rock, and we had to like climb up to it to get to it. And sure enough, it's an arch. Pretty cool. One thing was for certain, this trail and this nature preserve, man, if you come in on a sunny day, you're not going to be disappointed. There is so much to see. I mean, and you don't even have to go off trail very much in order to start seeing stuff. I mean, it's like we're inside of a gorge, and there's cliff walls on both sides of us. I mean, so we're like kind of like down along the creek bed right now, but over on this side, we have cliff walls. This side we have cliff walls. Right there's where the arch is that we just found. And we're not even close to the end of this yet. So we're just gonna keep on working our way back and see what we find.
Okay, so we found another arch. It's a small one, but we found it again. We saw it from across the way, and I thought that looks like an arch. And look, I came up here and it's an arch. Very small one, not very big, but still, I mean, it goes clear back in there too. But, yay, an arch.
Path that we were walking on, I saw like a patchy area of fur down in the leaves, and Jeannie saw it. She rustled the leaves around. It's like, out popped this bone. Kind of looks like a jawbone of something. Can't tell like what kind of an animal it's off of. It might be a deer, possibly, maybe a coyote, not really sure, but kind of interesting. So we kind of followed down along in this ravine in search of another waterfall, but it's starting to get late in the day. It's after 3 o'clock, and we're slowly losing our daylight, so we decided it was time to turn around and backtrack and start working our way back to the truck, because at this point we're probably at least 2 miles to hike back. I mean, and so what's really weird is, like, I think that this thing that we're hiking on right now is a dry creek bed, but it's flat, it's not very rocky, and it's very easy to hike on. I mean, now there's a couple tree scrambles that we had to climb over in order to get through here, but nothing too bad. It's a beautiful area here, and my goodness, it's like we didn't have enough time. It's like these short days, they just kill us as far as how much time we had to explore, but heck, without even really looking super hard. We saw multiple frozen waterfalls and arches and a cave. You can't really ask for too much more on a hike. It's really awesome. Hey everyone.
Hello.
So we just made it back to the end of our hike. We did 4.86 miles, and let me tell you, we could have done a lot more.
Oh yeah, probably.
I mean, but we were fearing losing our daylight because right now it's about 20 after 4, and we were losing it pretty fast. It's like as we were heading further away, so we decided it'd be best that we turn around. Otherwise, we're gonna be using the flashlights in order to find our way out of here. So, but the Ramblewood Trail is really well marked. I mean,
pretty easy actually, I thought.
Yeah, I mean, it's like it's mostly flat, but I mean, you have arches, you know, waterfalls, you have a cave. I mean,
All kinds.
I mean,
all the things.
I don't know what more you could possibly want in a hike. Of course, the waterfalls were frozen today, but that's not always going to be the case. I mean, I'm definitely looking forward to coming back here in the spring.
And hopefully see some flow.
When everything's flowing, absolutely. But this place is absolutely awesome, and even better, we did not see
one person.
Not all day. We had this place all to ourselves, and it was incredible.
It was nice, beautiful too. A good day.
So great weather, great nature preserve. So glad that we checked this out. It's like we're definitely coming back on this one.
Oh, absolutely.
It's like if you're looking to find something to get you off the beaten path and away from the crowds at Hocking Hills, this is a great place to check out. But that's going to do it for this adventure. And as always, get out and hike. Thanks a lot, and have a great week.